I'm in my pyjamas. Yes, I look like crap. And yes, I've got my nose pierced again because I decided to redo that yesterday. So, yeah, basically, what I wanted to do today, I was gonna just edit my Lincoln Gathering trip video vlog thing from last week and put that up now, but I was gonna do that last week and actually edit it like during the week this week, but I didn't have time, and like I said, I only got my MacBook reset weekend before, so it got iMovie got taken off, everything that I needed to edit and do stuff got taken off, so I couldn't do that until Monday when I uploaded, like I transferred everything onto my laptop. But then I realised that I didn't have everything, so I needed my mate to give me some things. Kirsty, who's the one who went with me, she sent me them today, so I'm going to edit them today, but I thought I'll give you a nice little video now. I'll record now. Yes, like I said, sorry I haven't uploaded for a couple of weeks, that's why. My Lincoln trip will be up tomorrow, next week, hopefully. And yeah, let's just get on because I look like crap. The lighting in here is really bad as well. I put my bedside light, I've clipped it onto the top of my camera and it's blinding me, so I can't see much, and there's light out there, so it's kind of whatever it's called thing. Let me see if I can sort that out. Is that any better or is that just worse? I think that's just worse. Is that any worse or is that better? God knows. Well, it's staying like this now, okay? So if it's worse, then it's worse. If it's not, then hey ho, I did something good. So I know that GCSEs are coming up soon. I've got mine in like 3 weeks, my science exams, which I am shitting myself for. So I thought what I'd do is show you guys my top 5, possibly top 10, depending on how many I can be bothered to fit in this video. Probably top 5, yeah. My top 5 ways to revise or study or whatever you want to call it. This is my top 5 ways of revising. Let's do this! You see, the first, most important one of all is to sit and use revision guides or textbooks, the internet, just general normal books that you get from, go to your library and stuff, because they usually have them. If you go to the library like I've got, I mean, these are maths, and I said I've got science, but I went to the library and got loads of maths books, and they're good, obviously. You work through them, and I've just dropped post-it notes on the floor, but, you know, it's a good way of revising. You're not going to really revise without having the things there to revise from, so that's obviously number 1. Number 2, that's 4. Number 2, I don't even know what 2 is, that's 4 anyway, isn't it? No, that's 2. I don't know. I don't care. I've ruined it now. Put post-it notes everywhere if you want, or on walls that you're going to remember. I was going to say do what I've done, but I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to cover the whole of one of my walls. I don't know which one yet. Maybe I might cover the whole of my wardrobe. You can't see it, but there's 2 big wardrobe doors, not drawers, doors, that I might cover with it, and you know, cover them with all the information that you want. You stick them on a door, and then or on any walls really that you're going to see on a daily basis, so you can walk past and revise them. Yeah, draw pictures and diagrams and stuff. This links in with number 2, because you can draw pictures and diagrams and again stick them up on the wall, and you know, you'll begin to memorise it as you go along. And there's something gross under my table, I don't know what it is, but you'll begin to remember it as you go along, and eventually it will stick in your mind that that picture and that diagram means this. And you know, it's fun. I like sitting and drawing anyway, so that's the fun one for me, which is why it's number 3 on my list, because I like doing that. Yeah. Uno 4. Why did I say Uno 4? Uno is 1. Number 4. Play music while you study. I mean, obviously you don't just do that anyway. You'd have to do that along with one of the other ideas that I've said, or you don't have to do any of the ideas I'm saying. They're all pretty rubbish, but hey ho, I'm helping, right? Maybe. I do that, I play music as I'm doing it, but I mean, like, sometimes it can get you distracted. Don't get distracted and start dancing like I do. I sit there and I get up and I dance and sing, and you don't do that. But it can help if you get the right songs. They can help relax you, and they can help you keep calm and focused and mindset on what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. Stairs, and then you mark them and you see which ones you've got right and which stuff you haven't, and then stuff you haven't you just work on more with another revision technique and just revise more and more and more until eventually you've got it in your head and nearly all of the questions, if not all of them, are correct on the papers. And then yeah, you get A star. Maybe if you do, if I help you get an A star, I'm going to be very happy. You'll have to hug me. Don't know how that's going to work. Maybe. Highlight all important info, obviously, is a good one, because actually you can highlight all the important info in books and stuff. Don't, if it's not your book, don't do it, but if it's your book, highlight all the important information, then put it down on post-it notes and stuff and put it onto the walls. Just memorise those bits really. You can come back to the bits you've highlighted a lot and they'll help you revise and keep it in your mind. I'm not very good at revising, so if this is all really crap and no good, and I'm talking a load of mumbo jumbo, I'm sorry, but I don't revise very well. I never have, I never probably will. Teach someone else something that you've revised or you're revising. It's always a good one. I probably should have put that higher than number 7, but I mean, these are supposed to be in order of how good I think they are, but to be honest, this one should be higher than 7 because it's pretty good. If you're teaching someone something that you've been revising, it will help you remember it more because you'll have to teach someone else it rather than you sitting there teaching yourself. You have to try and make someone else know what you're talking about, and if you manage to get someone else to go from not having a clue to understanding it completely, you know that you've remembered it and revised it more, and you've also helped someone else. So that was supposed to be a round of applause, but that's a very quiet one. There you go, it's a little bit better. Condense any of your information onto flashcards, summary cards, all that shizzle. You can look back on them and think, what that means, and just revise on that and keep going and make it smaller and smaller until eventually you only have one word on that flashcard and you know what that word means, and you link it to a certain method that you're doing in maths or a certain method for, I don't know, something in science. I'm trying to think, but my brain's just gone blank. And it will help you. I mean, like I said, you can link number 6 in with that. Any highlighted information that you've got, put it into the flashcards and go from there. Genius me. You don't have to do just one of these, by the way. I don't think you're going to do any of them, but if you do, you can do more than one. Obviously, I'm not stopping you. If you do more than one, I'll come round to your house and stab you, but no, that's weird. Get family and friends to test you. This is number 9, purely because I don't like talking to my family. If I tried to get them to help me with my revision, they wouldn't leave me alone. They'd be like, go revise this, do you remember it? Do you remember that? No, go away. And my friends annoy me anyway, they wouldn't help me, so that's why it's number 9 on my list. It is a good one though. If you've got good friends or you've got good family, revise with them even, get them to test you on things though. Similar to the past paper one, like I said, where you just do papers instead. But if you don't want to do the papers and you want to have family instead or friends, then ask them instead. They can be your personal human papers. It's weird. Make an exam or revision timetable. I think this is probably slightly higher than number 10 as well, but hey ho. You basically write down when you're going to revise, where you're going to revise, and for how long. Recommended time is 15 minutes each, because otherwise you lose focus and you can't remember as much and you need to relax. But I revised for 2 hours straight yesterday. Probably shouldn't have, because the 15-minute thing probably was right. I revised down in my local library while my sister was out and I was waiting for her. And I revised for the whole 2 hours and I felt like crap afterwards, so I probably shouldn't have done that. No, but do that timetable and you have to stick to it though. That is the hardest bit in revision, trying to stick to it. If you've got something you want to do and you get distracted if you're like me, I get distracted very easily. So you're going to have to try and focus and stick to it and try and make it fun. None of these, what I've just said, is really fun, except for maybe the drawing pictures one. because I just like drawing. But just use everything, because it'll help you. If you use one source, it's not going to be that good. I was going to make a metaphor, but I'm not going to, because it's stupid. No. Okay. Repeat it again and again and again and again and again, because if you do something once, it's not really going to stick. You have to keep going back to it every now and again, like again and again and again. I mean, obviously, once it's in your head, you'll know, because if you do a question on that, you'll remember it and you'll know that it's in your head and it's stuck. Or if you do a flashcard with that one word on, you'll know it's stuck, because you'll remember it. If you've got a method and you suddenly remember it out of the blue for no reason, you'll know it's stuck in your head. So that was my top 10, whatever this is, ideas for revision. I felt really good afterwards. So if you actually revise, it makes you feel better, because when the tests are over and done with, you're more confident that you've had, that you've done better, and before you go into the test, you're more confident that you'll do better because you've revised and you've got a lot of it in your head, and you'll actually do better in the test when it comes to it. So you have to do it. It's not fun, but once it's over, who knows, you might end up getting an A star rather than a B or even an A. You may get a grade or two higher just from revising for 20 minutes every day. And it's going to be a struggle, but you've got to stick to it, because even I am going to try and revise this time, guys. It's going to be a miracle if I do, because I don't revise. I get distracted by everything and anything. I get distracted by a fucking piece of fluff on the floor sometimes. I'm not even joking, I once did. I hope this actually helped someone. If it did, please leave a like, maybe comment, subscribe if you haven't, because I'm nearly at 330 subscribers almost, which is good. I'm happy with that. That can fill 3 cinemas apparently, cinemas. But yeah, comment below whatever you want me to do next, or comment which ones revision ideas out of mine you thought were the best, or if you've got any other revision ideas that you think would be good, comment with them, because I might use your ideas if you've got any cool ones. Because YOLO, I hate that word. Why did I say it? I will see you guys next week. The Lincoln video will be what I'll see you in. Yeah, until then, don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. I need to come up with an ending, don't I? But I'm not gonna, so just bye. I love you a lot. That's weird.